Okay, so Toy Box Podcast, we'll say 2017, episode 1, just in the hopes of getting it right this year. I'm mazintotoro. I'm joined by Bran.
Hey everybody, America be like, hold my beer and watch this.
And Necro Oblivion.
Currently drinking some of Tennessee whiskey's finest.
And Counterpunch.
In contrast to that, I've got a really shitty old Milwaukee. I need another one already, and I just opened my current one.
Alright, well, speaking of shitty things, let's go into the power of Prime voting. That we finished the first round where we had 3 contenders for each category, and now we're forced to have a winner of each one, and I think many of us are suspect of the validity of voting.
I feel that the Electoral College that Hasbro used, $1 and it should just be based upon the popular vote of who wants.
I demand a recount.
Yes. So some of this.
I demand you actually show the fucking results. I want to see the results. Like, I'm sorry, if I can't see how many votes were actually counted, it was a legitimate vote. Plain and simple.
Yeah, it's never gonna happen.
But that's dumb. It's actually dumb. Why can't you actually say, if you actually wanted to say, let's the people actually voted in this.
They don't know. But think about this. So there were 3 categories of 3 each.
Sure.
Here we are on the next tier where there are 4 contenders. So somebody got the participation award.
The unknown evil.
Yeah.
I would say so. It's got to be. If it's the wild card, it's got to be the highest.
And yeah, I swear there's a new picture up for the unknown evil now, and I really think it looks like Deathsaurus.
I'd be all for a modern take on that character, as long as it's not like some repaint, remold of something existing. Like, I could see them maybe remolding the new Sky Shadow Overlord figure for him.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
I would agree, because, man, all these reuses of the mold, we just got out of Combiner Wars, so let's try to keep it a little fresh.
Well, Deathsaurus has an IDW appearance, so I think they would try to kind of aim for that.
Well, they don't.
No, finish.
Just gonna say, if it's, hey, you're an IDW, and Hasbro fails to please us, we know another group who may be able to take on that figure. So, yay.
Speaking of which, my IDW Optimus Prime will be next Tuesday.
That does look pretty nice. I look forward to hearing about it in hand.
Well, I'll talk about that more later, but yeah.
So, back to the contenders. I don't know, what are y'all feelings on our 4 choices here?
We just got MP Primal. Why is he even on the list?
Yeah, I'm in the same thing with Ultra Magnus.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we did just get 2 great versions of Ultra Magnus.
Exactly, and even in 2014, you had MP. So you have Prime, you have Generation, you have Platinum, and you have MP in the last 3 years. Like, that's enough.
I don't know. Maybe they're doing this for, the fiction continuity, the storyline that they're going to.
Even then, you have MP Primal that hasn't even been, or sorry, not MP Primal. You have Optimus Primal that has never even been introduced in the IDW universe. You have Star Saber, who is, I want the figure. I'm not going to lie about that. But the guy's bonkers crazy in the comic books. You have Shockwave, who's already dead. You got Random Hound.
That's a good point.
That's all I gotta say.
Like, Hound is
random, so random. And to that point of Ultra Magnus, I have actually spoken to quite a number of people that have voted in this, and I'm gonna say like automatically 8 out of 10 RC, including myself. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys have said RC as well. So like, I just don't understand how Ultra Magnus is just fishy.
Yeah, I've not heard anyone voting for Magnus.
Same thing.
I think most people who really love him in IDW, they're very happy with the last generation's figure we received.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know. Maybe Hasbro is a money-making organization. Maybe they're gearing towards what they think the fans want and what they think that will sell. I don't know.
Yeah,
But
never
still, the
saw
fact
some-
that it influenced a vote, like a quote unquote vote,
Yeah,
you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's just it honestly just doesn't add up.
yeah,
I
they
voted
they
every
say
day.
vote, but you know,
My girlfriend voted every day. My friends voted every day. You know what I mean? So like look at that in consideration. So 4, 8, 12, 16 votes. And I'm pretty sure other people were doing the same thing.
Yep.
Like the fact that Ultra Magnus won just boggles my mind.
And Ultra Magnus himself would be offended that the Autobot code would be besmirched in such a way.
in accordance with the Tyrus Accord.
yes.
Man, I would like a Tyrest figure.
That would be cool. So
Isn't there
cool.
one? Isn't there a third party and then C maybe doing one?
What is it?
Mastermind's Creation, aren't they doing a Tyrus figure?
I've not seen one.
Mm.
I want to say I've seen that like in the last couple of months, like something's coming out that's supposed to be that character. So,
Alright, so we all think the Magnus vote is rubbish?
yeah.
Yeah, there are other people out there.
And then, yeah,
I'll be frank. The only one that I'm really excited about is the fact that Star Saber hadn't voted. Not even Deathstress. Like, screw that guy.
well,
I'll
between
go
the
buy
two,
Leo
character-wise,
Kaiser if I
I think
want to,
Deathsaurus,
really.
I like him more than Star Saber when it comes to IDW.
I just want Death Stars because all I have of that character is the Kabaya kit.
Actually, I have a pretty good Deathsaurus from one of the Beast Hunters molds that Target had. They had a blue deco of it,
Oh,
No,
right.
and then Render
Did you
Form
get
did a weapon and head kit for it.
You did get that. Awesome.
Yeah, so that's on my Lost Light shelf.
Okay, cool.
He's not part of that
I
cast,
think
but that's the book
the
he's
figure
from.
was Dark Steel. Really good figure.
But then, yeah, Primal was a weird one, because, yeah, he's not been in the comic yet. But clearly, I think his bio is referencing his planet, where the other Beast-style Transformers are from.
So wait, so hold on. So just Tigertron and Airraiser are just ambassadors, and he's like the actual leader.
I think so, but he's not
Are
actually
we
shown
under
up
the
in the comic
assumption
yet.
of that though?
Yes.
It can be implied, but we don't know for sure.
See, that's what the annoying part is. So what, is that a ploy? Is that a ploy from Hasbro?
But yeah, his bio talks about he's the leader of this planet that they're ambassadors from.
I see.
And we just got the MP.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's so weird.
Truck, not monkey.
Is it catering to the people that just couldn't afford MP Primal?
I kind of want to see his full design, just in case. Because it's
Well-
kind of Transmetals-ish that he has a hoverboard. I will give him a pass and I'll be sold.
Hoverboard is from. Oh wait, no. First Primal had that, right? The little hoverboard.
The MP toy doesn't have it.
I thought he had the just the jetpack.
The Transmetal Prime had the hoverboard.
Okay,
That
but
figure.
the first one before he became Transmetal, he only
No,
had
Just the monkey.
jetpacks, right?
Just the jetpack.
Yeah,
Just the
jetpack,
jetpack.
the mace, the swords, little pew-pew cannons.
So yeah, if they go kind of hybrid with this toy, I'll give it a pass. But yeah, otherwise I'm in full agreement. We just got MP Primal. We're even getting another deco of him too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deco.
Oh my god,
Yeah, I'm sure it'll sell somewhere.
I'm like face palming right now.
Y'all know
I'm
I
so
like to
behind
collect
in Takara. Like Takara, guys, just like give it a rest for like a little bit. Seriously.
Well,
They gotta get the money.
I'm fine with the releases of the Takara masterpieces. It's actually really cool for me because they're, like, hey, a play piece or whatever is easier to come through now as it was a few years ago. But seeing Primal have a repaint coming out less than a year from its original release, it was pretty lackluster. And, I'm kind of tittering on whether I ordered this one or not.
Yeah, I'm definitely not ordering that one. Actually, Masterpiece Cheetor got delayed. Again.
Yeah, but that was just for a month.
Again?
As far as I've heard, so it's not too bad.
I think he's already pushed back a little bit once already.
I think so.
So it's not a big delay this time, but yeah.
I believe it was only the one time he's been delayed. So it was originally January, and now it'll be the end of February. And my concern is you have Grapple coming out supposedly at the end of February too. I'm kind of hoping Grapple gets delayed just so, not 2 MPs in 1 month. But
Wait, Grapple's already coming out?
we'll see. What's that?
Grapple's already coming out?
Yeah, he's scheduled for February, so you would essentially see 2 releases in 1 month now if they don't change it.
All right. Hold on. Now that you're saying that, I gotta ask you guys: Grapple, Inferno, Artfire.
Well, I have Inferno, so I'm getting Grapple for sure. But Artfire,
All right, fine. Let me rephrase that. If you were to buy only one,
See, that's where I was like, wait, what? I don't understand your question, but now I see it. Okay. So is the choice either Artfire or Grapple, or is it Artfire, Inferno, or Grapple?
all three.
All three? Wow.
do Artfire.
Really?
Yeah, I like the color scheme, but not enough to get a repaint.
See, I would choose Grapple.
Grapple's a filthy traitor. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
No, he's a boss.
I don't know. That's a hard question for me to answer. I mean, like, my shelf more. I think
Exactly.
it'd either have to.
That's more of the question I'd ask.
Yeah, I'd have to go Inferno or Grapple just because I've seen them on TV, and I've never seen Artfire on TV. I think he's cool because he was difficult to find years ago, and then they did the reissue, and he's got his Target Masters, which make him cooler. But I mean, make a G1 shelf, it'd either have to be Inferno or Grapple, and it'd probably be Inferno.
For myself, Artfires are the only one I really had any interest in. I thought the price was a little much for me with my excessive spending in 2016, so I held off. But for story characters, I think I'd go for Inferno, but he would just be using his splooge effect on Red Alert.
In every anime girl you love.
Or random Figmas and Figure Arts characters, which, we have fans of that, and I'm really glad to see it.
Yeah, Hornferno
Honestly, right
would
now
be
I
hitting
can
everybody.
say that domestic purchases will only be happening, i.e. Titans Returns, and then TFCon will be all master.
That's a lot of willpower there.
It takes a lot of willpower right now.
There's a lot of money.
Well, okay, sorry, I have to rephrase. It'll be MPs, so like old MPs like Trax, Ironhide, or Ratchet. That and parts. Because they need to finish a lot of other guys.
Yeah.
I would still say skip tracks.
Ironhide.
What?
Ironhide's great. Both of those.
Yeah, Ironhide's great.
They're awesome.
So would you say? Ironhide or Ratchet if I were to pick?
Well, I am a nurse, so I would lean towards the Wangler.
And I would say Ironhide, because Ironhide is more fun to say.
That's true.
Buzz and Deceptichops.
I love Ironhide.
Prime! Ironhide, you sit down and shut up.
I just have fun just imagining Peter Cullen talking to himself. Not as much fun as Scott McNeil with Rat Trap and Dinobot, but still pretty good.
You did both those characters?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And they had some epic arguments with each other.
Yeah.
If he's ever at a convention, go see him.
Who?
Scott McNeil.
Okay.
He's a voice actor. He is off the chain all the time.
He's
I won't
funny.
lie.
He's very funny.
Last TFCon was the first time that I actually went to go to. I don't even know who the actor's name is, but the guy who played Bumblebee and a few others. And then,
Dan Gilvazan.
yeah, him and the executive producer of the show and the movie. And I sat there for about 45 minutes, and I walked out at the end because honestly, when it came to like the fan questions, it was about like, oh, so like, like 45 minutes in the movie, you said like this random quote, and I wanted to see if that actually passed the continuity of such and such and blah blah blah. And it was like, okay, like I'm done.
You might have just gone to a bad panel. I mean, but
I
Masters
must
of
have. I must have.
I can attest because I've been to one. Scott McNeil panels are awesome. In your convention that has a cowboy.
Well, okay. I'll give more context. So the first question, talking about the fact that Kim and Spike were talking like that big swear when they said shit in the movie. That took about a half an hour.
Wow. They need
That
a better
includes explaining
moderator on
why
that
shit
panel.
was said in the movie. Other than the fact that it was a marketing ploy to allow PG-13 ratings so that they could get, 6 o'clock time slots.
And you'd think most people would know that. I don't know. Scott McNeil, you get more entertaining stuff, like when he played Duo in Gundam Wing, and he used the inspiration of a girlfriend destroying his motorcycle as inspiration when Death Scythe was destroyed. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Anyway, Scott McNeil's awesome. Go see him if you can. And yeah, I think if I heard from Gilvazan is he normally wants to just peddle his book. So what the hell were we talking about?
We got
Who will hold?
All right, I gotta go.
Okay. ICP.
that was quick.
All right. So with the power of the Prime, who are you guys going to vote for going forward?
Death Starus.
Yeah, if that's going to be the character that they're saying is unknown evil, then I think it either him or Starsaber.
Yeah, I'm torn between Starsaber and Death Saurus also.
I think I'm gonna pass on Starsaber. I mean, we do have his MP, and I don't know the show. I don't know anything about the character. But Death Saurus, he's got dinosaur and death in his name. Like, that's awesome.
Fuck yeah. So Death Saurus is definitely more metal. So yeah, maybe I'll go for him. All right, so I guess our other news topic is we've had some leaks of some Transformers 5 figures.
Yeah.
Barricade looks cool.
Barricade looks awesome for just a deluxe. I mean, but he looks like he's in a Voyager packaging, which is weird.
Yeah, they had him in bot mode for that, right? Yeah.
I don't know, but still, it's like big old packaging for that. Looks great. I was commenting how, like, a couple of the shots, his backpack, which was his front and back windshield, and the entire roof, like, just sat on his back. And I was like, it'd be just ridiculous if that popped off and became a riot shield for the character. That would just, like, be awesome. And then we saw a couple of shots where either that was the case, where it was removed, or it was really well folded up and, like, you couldn't even see it anymore. But I'm leaning towards more it was removed.
Yeah, I couldn't tell either.
But the other character we saw, Berserk, which is, one of the SUV Chevy Dreads from, like, 2 movies ago. First time I saw that character, I was like, oh, somebody made a custom out of one of the Dreads. It looks like crap. And, it's got, bright blue windows. I mean, like, what happened to getting, clear windows on a figure? Like, seriously? I mean, Scout class, Legion class figures have clear windows.
Yeah, but a lot of times, I mean, when you're looking at the artwork and you look at the clear glass and you see all these heads and bits and pieces.
That has never stopped before.
Yeah, it hasn't stopped. I mean, I'm okay with them painting windows.
Nah, it just seemed lazy to me. And it just really felt like somebody did a kit bash and built that figure, from scratch. Like that's what it reminded me of. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not going to get them because they got to have them all. But, like goddamn Pokemon around here.
No. I would say that this guy is going to get from me. I like him, and I think should have had, like equal figures in Age of Extinction, or not, sorry, whatever.
I thought the sculpt for Berserker looked pretty good. But yeah, there's some parts of the bot mode I thought looked kind of lacking. So I'm feeling kind of mixed on them. Yeah, Bearkid looks awesome, and Bumblebee looks like he's just a retread.
Oh, that Bumblebee looks like Bran.
That I can agree with. Paint maps on, especially the legs. The legs make it look like he's a KO. It's just all.
I don't know. We've only had a handful of them with it, but I'm getting kind of over the Bumblebee having those little circular ninja star-esque weapons that Stinger has. I don't know. Can't that guy turn into something else besides the yellow Chimera?
You'll have to ask the licensors about that.
I'm sure GM is paying enough money that won't happen, but for the first 3 movies, my wife, every time I would get a Bumblebee, she'd be like, "But you already have a yellow Chimera." I was like, "No, baby, but this one's different because of this little part right here." It's getting harder to justify it.
Yeah, this is a 2011 Chimera.
Yeah,
the profile's a little higher.
There's some holes in the hood.
Hey. Well, what does look good? The Masterpiece Bumblebee that they showed a few weeks back. I'm ready for that.
That one, yeah, that leader class, that looks like a reasonably new mold. That looks pretty nice.
Yeah. And I think they said $80 price point. I can do that. That's amazing.
Yeah, I really want to know who the other $80, I guess, a silver car would be.
That's Red Bumblebee, aka Cliff Jumper.
Of course.
Right. But what I still want this woman is what's up with his hand and weapon, because we were talking about this in the chat not too long ago, but we're trying to figure out, is it something that loops out of the forearm?
I could see how it could be an all-in-one part where it folds in.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I hope it's an open up, flip out kind of thing.
Yeah.
But if it's an attachment that hides somewhere nicely in alt mode, I'll be okay with it.
Okay. As long as it's not like that backpack from the leader class from 3.
But for Age of Extinction, I'm just looking forward for Barricade and Onslaught, and then I'll see if I want anything else.
I want Bruticus.
God, if Bruticus is real, yes.
I think he is. I think we're looking at it.
We looked at some concept art. I'm trying to keep my hopes in check. Because Bruticus in any form, I'm all over.
So the concept map, the art that we saw for the Bruticus, is Onslaught's the main body. Got Vortex, which is an Apache for the left arm. Devastator.
Right arm.
The character model for the tank, for Brawl, the robot mode looked an awful lot like Devastator from the first movie. I don't know. Did y'all get that vibe?
Yeah, I just assumed Brawl was able to be resurrected like Barricade.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting that little van, that little Volkswagen beat-up van that's all faded, is going to turn out to be Swindle, which I guess, but we'll see. I think that if I remember right, they gave him some weird caricature, like his vocal, like he's going to sound like some weird-ass stereotype that I don't think is going to work. But then again, Squeaks only says Chihuahua. Yeah. We don't have enough vocal problems on that damn movie. So.
Whatever that Volkswagen is going to be, though, that's going to be the odd man out of the combiner. It looks interesting, but it's just kind of weird.
All right. So shall we get into our gets?
You mean our army building?
Yes, the army building.
Can we collaboratively have an army? Because that'll probably work better than any of us individually having an army.
No. My army is mine. There is none other like it.
I found a squad today.
You found what?
Oh, just this morning at Walmart, I found 3 Sharkticons all together on the peg, grabbed them all together, and went straight to checkout.
Alright.
Nice.
There was 4 when I got my last 2, and the wife was with me, so I only got 2.
So, Bran, how many do you have in total?
3 right now.
Okay.
So I'm aiming for 10.
Wow.
But like just like like hey, I'm at the store, grab one, grab another, because if they're anything like the previous waves, even though we all want them, I'm sure they're going to end up being a ton of them on the pegs after a while, because there's 3 per case of just that character.
That's good news.
Yeah, I was like, all right, all the collectors get their 3.
I'm waiting for my local store to finish reset. I wanted the planograms taped to the walls, so it'll happen soon. Those figures will be out.
I'll have my chance.
I'll just have to wall.
Yeah, I think my plan is whenever I see a Nah, I'm just going to buy them.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I think this is the most perfect incarnation of this character possible. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, it scales with the masterpiece. I posted a couple pictures with like my hot rod, my MP hot rod, the small one. I mean, he scales with Grimlock perfectly. It's just like, and it just looks perfect.
Yeah, he looks great in both modes.
Yeah. We were speculating, a figure can sit in his mouth, and I tested it out. Like, you can get a little headmaster to stand on the pegs in his mouth, but it's a tight fit. He can't really fully close his mouth, and that's pretty much it. So, I don't know. Not exactly worth going after or complaining about.
Well, it's kind of interesting. The face in the alt mode, it's all painted clear plastic.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
Yeah, hold them in front of the light, and you'll see the green glowing besides just the eyes. Like, especially in the teeth.
Oh, in the alt mode, I'm looking in the robot mode going, there's not a piece of clear anything.
Yeah.
But no, look at the upper roof of his mouth, and you just see clear green plastic.
They nailed
A lot of
it.
energy.
So they actually threw a lot of paint on him. And you couldn't tell.
If Takara does like a little 3-pack repaint and it looks nice, I might pick that up too.
Oh, yeah. So now I want to get the Reaper label set. Because it's a set of 3 that they've done, so each Sharkticon looks slightly different. But it looks like it adds some nice details.
That's cool. I'd be interested in checking that out.
But I'll wait to see how many Sharkticons I get in total before I order it.
We got to get at least 9 with 3 sets.
I think 9. That's a good number.
Be a little filler on my shelf.
Yeah, so I'm going to take a picture with Cup later, wielding the mace, beating them in the head. Man,
We need
this is so much fun to play with.
energy goodies to get the Autobots.
What was that?
We need some little energy goodies for the Autobots.
Oh,
To the Sharkticons.
yeah, I got Energon cubes, but no goodies. Damn it. So, Bran, have you got anything else besides Nas?
Why, yes, I have quite a bit. Let's see. I got the first car for the third-party transform missions version of their Motormaster, Minosaur. I don't know which one it is. Whichever the first one is, it's a Dead End, maybe. I don't know. Great car mode. Like, looks sharp. It is really nice. The bot mode and transformations kind of it's an MP scale car, but it's also a combiner, so it's kind of nothing fantastic. The arms are kind of just they just sit there under the underneath the door. They don't do much, but really looking forward to the rest of the cards. I think the second one is out already. I need to look at, but really waiting for that Minosaur, because if anybody out there has seen the prototype pics of that guy, he is MP10 scale, like cabin trailer scale, like the cab and the trailer are the same size as MP10's cabin trailer, or like actually maybe a little bigger. And like it looks like the cab separates. So some people were saying it's a lot like Fans Projects Minosaur, which I have as well, where basically everything, all the combiner bits are in the trailer and kind of, you know, break off into the arms and the legs and all that, which it does do. So they're saying that's what Transform Mission is going for. And I'm like, sure, that's fine. It looks great. Let's do it. I also got my second Wei Zhang product. Their Black Apple Cigarette Inspector, I think is what they're calling it. Hound. Basically, it's the Voyager class Age of Extinction Hound upgraded to scale in with their oversized evasion mode prime, and they added a ton of engineering to them and just went nuts with the engineering. So the complexity is actually, it's more complicated now compared to the original figure than the evasion mode prime is compared to the original figure. I think a lot of extra paneling, and you know, the rear tires actually split apart into like they really went nuts. The plastic quality is not as good as their evasion mode prime, and I think it's not as good as their other oversized primes as well. I don't know, it feels more grungy and more like what a third party I think would normally have. So tons of accessories, all the guns, you know, merged together into one mega gun. What else did I get? I think that's it. That might be it. Some Titan Return stuff. Got the Soundwave. I think that's about it. Oh, I forgot. On Tuesday, my GDW Creation 01 IDW inspired Optimus Prime will be here. Really looking forward to that guy.
Ooh.
I've watched his transformation video from, I think it's been Collectibles like 3 times now, and this, I am fully expecting this will be a figure that in 3 months I'm going to go pull him off my shelf to mess with him and have no idea what I'm doing. Like I'm going to be like, well, off to YouTube I go before I break this thing, because it just looks like the single most complicated, complex transformer ever made. Like it's just ridiculous. I just pray to God something doesn't snap the second I pull it out of the package.
It kind of reminds me of Transformers Prime. Like in the show, they had 2 models for each character, where they kind of exploded, and then they would switch to the other model, and then they'd form into the other mode. But yeah, just so many panels that this guy explodes out into, and then he forms a cohesive mode either way.
Yeah, and it's not just the panels, like the internal workings, like the sides of the cab that are basically like the doors and a little bit more. Like they're on like a triple, you know, system of freaking pegs and stuff that like they fold in and then up and then they turn around, then it collapses and then it goes over here. Like it's just ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous is good because I'm a fan of the complexity and the engineering, but it's just like, son of a man. Like how do you design this? Like what amount of cocaine are you doing to be able to sit down and figure this out?
Yeah, the designer of the toy is probably in a corner of a room right now, stuttering, chewing his fingernails off.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. So I'll definitely post a little tirade about how I like him very shortly after I receive from M's the Mail on Tuesday.
All right, so Necro, what did you pick up?
All right, so it's been a little bit of a layover since the last time we recorded. I picked up the last wave of the Kara Legends figures, so those Super Genrai, Soundwave, some more Hyperhead Master stuff. Let's see. Combo Bat came in too.
Oh, I forgot. I got
for Christmas. Yeah, for Christmas, my cousin, without even thinking about it, got me the extra skull cruncher I needed. So I'm ready to roll with those two.
Why didn't I think about an extra skull cruncher for my combo? I should have done that.
Yeah, you need to since he's got the alligator head.
Yeah.
Megaligator, whatever they're calling it.
Well, I have him sitting on top of the little 8-face repaint thing.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, you should definitely get one. That's That's what you need to do since they're obviously not making one specific port. Let's see what else. I don't remember if the last wave of Hasbro Titans returns by the time we recorded last, but I do have them there for that.
Trigger Happy, not one of the best in the line so far.
Trigger Happy's pretty damn awesome. Yeah. And of course, I'm really partial to Rodimus.
He's all right.
Yeah, Rodimus is all right, but Trigger Happy stole that wave.
Yeah.
Trigger Happy has some nice engineering. I will admit that. It's really cool. It's refreshing. So yeah, he's definitely one of them.
They're using that mold for Top Spin or Twin Twist or whatever it is, right?
That's what it looks like. I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Oh, they're doing well enough with a lot of the remolds lately that I frequently cannot tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, except for the obvious ones like Croc and Quake.
Yeah. Getaway.
Fuck Getaway.
Yeah, he's a traitor. Hashtag blah. Rick and Morty, 100 years, 100 years of Rick and Morty.
So now I want a Black Rodimus to kill Getaway.
I can see that being an e-hobby exclusive.
Definitely need to do that repaint. So let's see. I'm saving what I think the best is for last, but I'm just trying to figure out if I have anything else worth mentioning. Finally got the Batcube Sun Surge. That's their take on Sunstreaker. Version, so I know what I'm getting myself into. But now I have a Sunstreaker from the shelf and the Chip Chase. Because we all need Chip Chase in our lives.
That was cool that they did a Chase minifigure.
Yeah, and you know, like some of the third-party minifigures are really damn expensive. So it's just that impactful.
Hey guys, I hate to cut it short, but I have to take off. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care.
All right, good night, man.
Later.
Bye. Belts I had. That's all. Anyway, so let's see. I got the Ocular Max Trailblazer, aka Terra Aegis. It's really nice, really shiny, and it's about as tall as Ironhide.
Ironhide.
Ironhide. The only thing is, and I think it's just me, it's a pain in the butt to transform the legs. There's a little I don't know what you call it, but a side step to help get into the vehicle that moves in and out, and I don't know, I'm just goofing up the transformation, and I have to pop off a panel in order to get it to transform all the way, and so I'm just being dumb about it. But if I keep watching the video reviews, they make it look real simple, and one day I'll catch on to it and I'll enjoy it more. But he's a really nice figure. It's a little add-on pieces to display him however you feel like it. You want a toy version Trailbreaker? You want an anime version Trailbreaker? You got it for under $100. So that was a really good purchase. And then I'll just jump into, I think, my favorite and most recent, and it's not because it's the most recent that's my favorite, Mastermind Creations Coulter, aka IDW's Tarn, now part of the Coulter Club, if you will. And this guy, good figure. I mean, people were glowing about Overlord last year. It's one, I think he's one of the more anticipated figures you'd come out of from the IDW verse. But he's very well designed and made. Really, I think the only problem I have, and some people, it's kind of hard to maneuver the arm cannons on him when he's in bot mode. but I just that one piece backwards and attached to cannons, and I think that's working a bit better for me than how it's supposed to be. You really can't tell, so around that. But dude, what's surprising is that he's got a pretty simplistic transformation, and it just works. It totally works. There's not a whole lot of trying to figure out how to do X, Y, or Z to just move, transform one piece. He's done in maybe about, I don't know, 12, 15 steps. And he looks so good.
Wow, I just thought he'd be more complicated than that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. And he doesn't look uncomplicated, if you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't look like, hey, I just pulled out a Legends figure or something like that. He looks like, the average figure. He's got all the little greebles. He's got the details in him. Look simple to transform, but I'm telling you, I mean, you watch the process once and you've got it. And I have to give them a lot of props for that type of engineering because it makes it fun,
So in the sculpt and the engineering, you couldn't find a glitch?
I could not find. Well, when I take off this huge Decepticon mask, but otherwise, no. This figure is, I don't know of any real cons you can do other than, again, just the arm panel piece needs a little bit of clear, but for people who have it in hand, you can see that if you just the top turret part that attaches to his forearm, better clearance that way, and so that way he can actually lift his arm up and point and blast away, which of course we all want to do. But yeah, damn, this is again, I think it's well engineered. It's complicated just for the hell of it. He's a great representation of that we all see in the comics, and he's sturdy. What else you could do? And he's got a pretty good price for him too. And a lot of places have him in stock, or you can easily order him now and get like a March shipment or whenever those are coming out. Because originally there were very limited allotments for pre-order. On something they did on PSX, their main website, and got them. I think those who want them shouldn't have any problems getting them. If not now, then in the very near future. And he is definitely worth getting.
What was the MSRP on him again?
120, but I got him for a little bit less through Planet Steel Express's website. You shouldn't be paying anymore. And like I said, places may not have him available for sale. They may be fulfilling earlier orders, but there are more of these guys coming out relatively soon. So just jump on a pre-order. Don't overpay for it. It's going to be worth the money and the wait.
All right, very cool. All right. Well, I guess for myself, I've done lots of purchases recently. I just have not played with many, which is my bad habit. I did get 3 Nas this morning. I've opened one of them up. I've been playing with him throughout the podcast. I think he's awesome. I want more, as we've already covered. I guess other notable things I've opened recently. I have my first statue. I got a Kotobukiya Bishoujo Tali Zora from Mass Effect.
Oh.
I will fully say that I've had a crush on this character since the first Mass Effect game. Amazon had her for like half price on a lightning deal, so I thought I would dip my toes into this line. So, she's a statue. She looks magnificent. She just has the most delicious looking ass. I just can't stop looking at it.
So you said it's Kotobukiya. Is this supposed to be a regular release, or is it a Bishoujo release?
It's a Bishoujo release.
Oh, cool.
So I think they did one of Female Shepherd, Liara, and Tali.
Okay, cool. I haven't kept up with that franchise, but I vaguely remember Kotobukiya doing those types of statues. So cool, very cool.
So there's not much to say because she's a statue. But But no, I mean, just the detail work is really impressive on her outfit. I was really not expecting that much detail, but no, absolutely. Yeah, that's all
So
I can
we're
say. It's pretty. It'll stay on my shelf. I guess if I get Liara and Shepard to go with her, I probably will. But I'm not going to go too far out of my way.
Yeah, see, and you answered my question, which was where is she being displayed? So you've got a shelf for her. That's cool.
I've not chosen where in the room she's going to go yet.
Okay.
Just probably in the top shelf where it's just kind of chaos and figures hang out together that probably shouldn't hang out.
Mm-hmm. For Spawn.
And I guess other notable purchase lately was I got the 14-inch Voltron from the new show. I just haven't opened them yet. Probably will tomorrow. But I decided to go for that over the 5 Deluxe Lions combining. I just like the style on this one better. It looked like his posability was better too. He'll just stand next to my original combining Voltron. My wonderful parents obliged me on that one. So,
Yeah, I think a lot of us, our generation, had the same thing.
like all my friends and cousins, I swear we all had like different Voltrons. Like there's so many different sizes of him.
Yeah. Yep. I had this really miniature Voltron growing up. I can't even describe them, but the die-cast one, that was a gift. And then I had some friends who had the plastic ones that you could fit the figures inside. So yeah, you're right. There were several different incarnations of it.
And I had a friend that had a combining one, but each of the limbs you could take off, and they had a rollback and take off gimmick with them. So it was just the weirdest thing. So now I should look how many different versions there were of Voltron. Even just a lion one. And I had some
Yeah.
friends who never had any experience with the lion one, and the vehicle one was what they knew.
Yeah, well, that the Lion Voltron is so iconic of our generations. In addition to Transformers. So yeah, it's one of those things you just kind of have to have if you're a collector.
Like for myself, like I had some cousins that were probably my primary playmates growing up, and we're kind of spread across a decent geographical distance. So it's interesting just seeing. Sometimes we had different TV, different toy markets. So yeah, whenever we had chance to hang out together, we always had different takes on things. And yeah, one of us was an army brat, and they got all sorts of funky stuff through the postal exchange.
I like hearing those stories. Those are fun. I knew a family that they were Filipino, and they would get a lot of foreign toys too. And I swapped out some Transformer for a Pretender. I think it was Cloudburst, but yeah, something that I don't think I would have got regularly on my own.
Because yeah, I have one cousin who, in hindsight, he had one of the like huge Diaclone robots. That's like one of the like the walking battle station one. Forgot what his name was. But like I had no clue what the hell it was when I was a kid. He had no clue either. But then just watching like Diaclone commercials recently, it's like, oh crap, I played with that toy at one point.
Yeah,
So, but no, that's it for my gets.
cool. Yeah, there's quite a lot out these days, and of course, we talked earlier about Titans. I mean, there's a whole new wave that most of us haven't gotten yet because, well, it's only releasing now in Asia, and just this is a lot on the horizon. I'll say that a lot. Good stuff there.
Oh, and also Takara versions too.
Takara versions, yeah. We didn't talk about the goodness. I think it's a convention exclusive. The Titans Return heads. So Takara will actually have the American anime version of the Autobot heads, which is it's pretty cool. But yeah, as much as we haven't gotten a lot of pre-releases from Hasbro, holding things to their vest these days, there hasn't been a whole lot of news from Takara either. It seems like, I don't know if they're going to try to catch up with some of the stuff we have or just done with some other figures in the past, but I mean, at least they were able to get out the main headmasters. So I wonder what their plans are next.
My guess would be they're just going to be kind of choosy. Because I'm sure they're going to do Cup and Perceptor. I could see them leaving Top Spin alone. And Quake and Croc, they might do nothing with them either.
I can see. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, anything movie, third season related, yeah. Or even, part of their headmasters show. Yeah, I see them do. But yeah, you're right. Some of those figures are just.
So yeah, they need to do a proper Rodimus and Cup. So yeah, Rodimus, Cup, and Blur could tell all the Cybertrons to fuck off and they can fly off.
That is one of the most heart-wrenching scenes I've ever witnessed in Transformers. Just, we've got this other thing to do, so we're going to go. Watch Daniel for us, okay? Thanks.
Well, then Daniel got to be babysitted by RC for the rest of the show, so...
True. And everyone's friend, Wheelie.
Yes, Wheelie. That's it. Probably just Wheelie and Daniel just made Rodimus snap. In addition to, got Cybertron into this new golden age, and then Zarek screws it up. So, screw it. I'm out of here. Fuck you, Daniel. Fuck you, Wheelie. Fuck everybody. We're gonna do our own thing. What is it? I don't know. It's better than this shit. Bye.
Yeah. It doesn't involve you, so we're out of here.
And yeah, even Ultra Magnus gets abandoned too. And then the plot abandons him later in another way.
Okay, that's what I was about to ask. Okay, all right. Yeah, it was coming. It was going to happen. Fun show. If anyone hasn't seen it, it's
maybe that's it. I
It's
figured it out. That's why we got Ultra Magnus in the poll, because they have to do a new toy for Ultra Magnus for being choked to death.
Oh, with action pop-offable head.
Yeah.
AKA headmaster. Because everybody's a headmaster now, but you can be really severe about his beating.
Sure.
Just oh no, what did you do, Galvatron?
So that's it. Headmaster's accurate Ultra Magnus.
All right. And we have explained corporate's reasoning. This is good.
It's hard to explain corporate reasoning. Now they'll hear this and think, hey, that's a good idea. We'll run with that. Because they certainly had other ideas. I like this one, though.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now that we've gone to a bleak, horrible place, I think that's very fitting for 2017.
Maybe next episode will be a little bit more lighthearted. Or maybe not.
Well, hey, we have lots of good toys and hopefully good entertainment to look forward to this year.
Yeah. And oh goodness, because we may not have a chance to record by, was it next weekend? No. Next weekend is Super Bowl. Look forward to new Transformers trailer, because that's what you do on Super Bowl.
Oh, right.
Yep. So that's interesting. That should be fun to discuss and break down and see, some of these figures we were talking about earlier who we really don't know a whole bunch about. So yeah, as long as Bruticus doesn't have a huge set of balls, I think that's already a win.
See, we already know Bruticus has a huge set of balls, but it doesn't have to be obvious.
Yes.
But this is Michael
anyway,
Bay we're talking about.
Fun.
So I'm imagining Bruticus having just a big tentacle tongue that he does something horrible to a 13-year-old with.
Yeah, and I hope they leave that 13-year-old alone. Just let her be a heroine and do her thing and not have to hear about Texas's weird laws. 13-year-old alone, damn it.
I'm a little fearful for her. I'm very fearful for her. Who am I kidding?
Yeah. Oh, well. But anyway, yeah, lots to look forward to. And hopefully you'll be back with us to listen to us talk about it.
It'll get better, right? It'll get better.
It gets better, damn it. So, yep. Thanks a lot for listening and such. As it's been a pleasure.
All right. Later, man.
All right.
My beer's open.
As a good beer should be.
Old Milwaukee.
Ugh.
Or a bad beer.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But they don't have beer in Canada? What?
I'm feeling
Oh, it's
I'm
just
feeling
maple beer.
particularly cheap today. I'm feeling particularly cheap.
Well, it doesn't mean
You
you have
know,
to hurt yourself.
if it's good, it's not bad. I was going to say
No,
it's
I'm
good
sure
beer,
it's-
but then I shouldn't.